Hi, welcome to Todd's Tips. I'm Todd Barsness, a full-time voiceover talent, and Todd's Tips is a feature of VO Marketing Pro. Now, if you'd like more information about VO Marketing Pro or anything else related to voiceover, just visit our Facebook page, website, or contact us via email. The links are located here.
We're going to get into our Todd's Tips. So Dad's been doing this for a long time. So he's been in voiceover for 14 years. The last 4 years, he's made $300,000+ in just voiceover behind the microphone. No demo production, no coaching, none of that stuff. It's just voiceover. The reason I say that is because we think it's very important that if we're helping people out, and we're showing them what we do that makes money, there should be a standard that you're held to, and probably you should know that things that we're doing are working. So that's why I say his numbers. So anyway, on to you.
Those are the numbers, and now we put up these caveats because the numbers are to get you to kind of kick back and say, wow, that's pretty good income consistently. Maybe I should just listen to this guy, see what he's got to say. The caveats give you an opportunity to just put your hand to your chin, slow down, and do what I tell you all the time is make sure that you're applying the things that we're talking about because they're basic business principles. And so you need to apply those to your specific situation. Again, my age is different. My background is different. My education is different. My family life is different. Where I'm at in my VO career is different. So just take what I say and apply it to your situation. But please don't just throw the baby out with the bathwater. Just have a listen. So we've been talking about Todd's Tips, but underneath that umbrella of Todd's Tips is our Todd's Do's and Don'ts. And so I've got another one of those today, and here it is. It's that I do have 5 set it and forget it voiceover processes. Now, I have probably more than that, but I'm going to give you 5 today. And just so you know, this idea of what I come, with the do's and don'ts come from a building blocks of success that I've developed in my business career. And there are 7 building blocks of VO success, and I refer to those a lot. And this is building block number 4, processes. So today, 5 sets or a 5 set of set it and forget it processes. Now, unless you're independently wealthy or you've been doing voiceover for some time, or maybe you're doing it for some other specific reason to make money, like a hobby or something, you're in VO as a business. That is, to make money. And if you're trying to make a living at voiceover, making money is critical. After all, you can't pay rent or buy gas and groceries or save for the future with just your good looks. Our economy runs on money, so you need money if you're doing this as a business. That said, when you're just getting started out in the first few months, maybe even the first couple of 3 years, you can't focus so much on how much money you make. Hudson and I talk about that all the time, especially the last couple of years. You can't focus on how much money you're making. What you have to do is you have to think about your processes. And this is what I always say, and I say it a lot because I mean it. And I say it a lot because people forget it or they get distracted. Find a simple business plan that works and then work that business plan like crazy. If you know it works, then keep doing it and don't give up on it. You might tweak it, you might add, you might take away a little bit, but stay the course. It's going to take some time. Then it's just a matter of numbers and time. You just have to keep putting inputs into that process and keep letting the clock go as you put in those numbers day after day after day. So I employ a set of set it and forget it mentality. So I don't overthink or obsess over details, which can paralyze us, by the way. So set it and forget it at least 5 things in your voiceover career. Once you have a simple plan that works and you're working that plan. First thing is audio and equipment. Once you get a quiet space to record in and equipment that makes you sound good that people will purchase, then that's enough. Be done. Now, will you evaluate a year or two, or would you like to do a little dreaming on the internet and say, oh, it'd be so nice to have a TLM 102 or a Neumann, whatever, all these different things? That's fine. If that's a hobby of yours, go do it. I'm not saying you should never think about it. But the point is you have audio, you have your recording space, you have equipment, and people are buying it, then just be happy with that. Don't have that be I'm always obsessing over my sound. Yeah. Second, logos, websites, other front-end branding. If it looks good and represents you well, be done with it. These are distractions that many voiceover talent, I think, do when they're not busy. But what it does is it takes away from that business plan that's working. Once you have those things in place, just be done with it. 5 years from now, if your looks change a lot, you might have to change that. That's not my point. But once you get it where you need it, be done with it. Third, direct marketing, like direct email marketing, cold calls, things like that. Once you send an email, once you make a phone call, forget it. Don't obsess over it. Learn from it, walk away from it, and then in a few months, get back in front of them. But don't keep thinking about it. Fourth, auditions. Again, once you're done with an audition, forget about it. It's gone. Do the best you can and get it out of there. And then it's wonderful when it surprises you and all of a sudden you win an audition. And if you don't win it, you're no worse for wear.
Yeah.
Yep. And then lastly, number 5, set it and forget it, coaches. In my humble opinion, coaching in voiceover is way overrated. And it appears to be, in my humble opinion, kind of a hip, kind of a cool kid thing to do.
Click.
I say find a coach that helps you make money and then do what that coach tells you to do. Stay the course. Keep working that plan that you and that coach have worked out. I'm not anti-coaching. I'm just anti, going and flitting and flailing from each coach to the next, trying to find the magic bullet, trying to find the secret sauce, trying to get you over that hump, when what gets you over the hump is getting a simple business plan that works and then working that over time. So I could say a lot more about each one of these things, but I won't, because if I do, it will sound more complicated than it is, and it's not that complicated. Thanks a lot for joining me for Todd's Tips. And if you'd like more information about VO Marketing Pro or anything else related to VO, the links are listed here.